Cities all over the country are looking to the White House now for even more handouts. So Michael Wiles, former mayor of Englewood, New Jersey, says they should get the money. He joins me now in the Asman Exchange. We love each other even though we disagree violently on this. But the point is there are consequences. That's why we have a republic. The federal government can't do anything. It always boils down to the local communities. They're the ones who set the standards for spending in this country. That's why the White House shouldn't print up more money to spend more money on localities.
My point, David, isn't that it's a blank check, but that these are monies of taxpayers, and of taxpayers by their representatives. The most genuine of all elected officials are the mayors. I sat in that seat for 6 years. They are accountable when they go to their synagogues and churches and mosques. Yeah. Every single day, they got to come back, show me the beef.
And that's why this country relies on the mayors, on the localities, to do things that the guys inside the Beltway won't do.
What if you have a road in my city, for example, that doesn't support SUVs? You want the road expanded, you want it wider, you want more commerce, more restaurants.
You have to make the tough decisions that localities have to make to do things. You have to cut back on something, and it's going to hurt, it's going to be painful, but the money is just not endless. It doesn't fall from the sky.
These are not handouts. These are stimulus monies, David, such that when they trickle down into the communities then put it to work.
You don't believe it trickle down, do you?
No, but sustainability, environmental, more police, more safety, more quality of life. The monies in Washington that they're holding on to right now with the stagnation in other areas. You know, right now I'm an immigration lawyer by trade. There is a deafening silence in Washington, yet we have stacking phenomenons in housing. We have urban muster zones where people are day laborers. Local communities need the monies.
Understood, but Michael, you used the word stimulus, and so far the evidence that we have is a stimulus is a huge failure, even by the White House's own method of judging it. They said unemployment was going to go down and not get any higher than 8%. It's now over 9%.
I don't look at these as a handout. I look at this as a stimulation to an economy to create more jobs.
But the stimulus hasn't worked from the federal government in the past. Why do you think it'll work now?
I've seen it in suburban and rural and urban areas. We have all sorts of businesses, from the hospitality corridors to the tourism to agricultural. Throughout the world, these mayors are going hand in hand, not for handouts, but to make sure that they can produce more with less in the local community.
But Michael, this idea that you have this endless printing press that can just print cash and send it to the localities hasn't worked.
David, whose money is it?
Well, eventually what it does is it devalues the money that I have in my pocket because you print more, and that means individual dollars are worth less.
The only thing that's insidious is if the president has political agendas for one group, one community over the other.
Wait a minute, the president does not have political agendas for the Democratic mayors? Are you kidding me?
Of course he is. But when it comes to the fiduciary trust of handing out dollars, it's got to be put out judiciously and equitably throughout the state.
But this is a political maneuver to try to help his friends who are mayors and Democrats,
and that's a political comment on our president. I happen to believe...
What % of the conference are Democrats, the Conference of Mayors?
More.
The mayor of L.A. just said 80% yesterday on Meet the Prince. 80%, come on.
Do you think that Democrats are any less anxious or more anxious to get monies than their Republican counterparts?
Yes, of course. That's the whole philosophy, is that spending government money creates jobs, and so far we haven't seen it work.
I think that's a political philosophy, but it is not an economic feasible one in an economy that's strained, where these community members, these leaders are being told to do more with less. We want our money back. We do not want to give so many hundreds of millions of dollars into Washington to find out from Albany, to find out from Trenton, to find out from other state houses we're not getting back our due care.
I wanted to give you the last word because you are a nice guy. Michael, good to see you again. Thanks for coming in. Thanks to former Englewood, New Jersey Mayor Michael Wiles. And tonight on Scoreboard, by the way, Carbonite CEO David French. Now, he had all these jobs that he had outsourced.